Okay, I think we're live. So I've been thinking about my Skarbrand game, and I'm kind of not really sure what to do. So it might be fun. It might be fun to try to recover a campaign that's not going well. That might be challenging and kind of fun to do. But I remember Skarbrand as being pretty powerful. And quite frankly, now he feels like garbage. He feels like he's the weakest of all three of these, which seems pretty ridiculous to me, that Skarbrand, the greatest bloodthirster to ever live, the only creature to ever attempt to actually punch Khorne, the Chaos God, is like crap. He's crap. Or I'm just playing him like completely wrong. But I mean, even like single combat, even in single combat, we were fighting one-on-one with a level 1 lord, and we were like level 6, and he was losing. Like, I don't remember if that was the Tomb King's lord that somehow had 75 melee defense, or which lord. No, it was one of the. It was an orc. It was like an orc, a savage orc. Anyway, so I thought about trying to save that campaign, and I'm really not sure that's what I want to do. And then I thought about just starting over and recruiting more Chaos Warriors and fewer Bloodletters, even though I just personally find the Bloodletters much cooler and like them more. 36, 34, like even that, how does a Chaos Warrior of Khorne have more melee attack than a Bloodletter? What? So weird. They've really nerfed Bloodletters into the trash. So anyway, I thought about starting over and recruiting more Chaos Warriors, but Skarbrand doesn't do anything for Chaos Warriors. Arbol does. So I mean, if you're going to play a game where you're heavily using Chaos Warriors, then why wouldn't you just play Arbol? Why would you play Skarbrand? So here's the thing, is Skulltaker buffs, I believe so he buffs Bloodletters. I mean, he doesn't make them, he does. Frenzy for Bloodletters and Exalted Bloodletters. And he reduces their upkeep, and they have a higher chance of respawning if they die in the battle. So Skulltaker is all about Bloodletters, which is not surprising. And Arbol buffs Chaos Warriors, Chosen, Chaos Knights, and Skull Crushers. He buffs like basically all the human units. So if you want to go Bloodletters, then you should really be playing Skulltaker, and if you want to go human units, you should be really playing Arbol. So why would you ever play Skarbrand? So not only is Skarbrand terrible as a lord, because he's not like a super powerful. Like if you're playing Skarbrand, then what you're hoping for is that him as the lord basically carries your army. The Skarbrand himself just runs around raffle stomping everything that he fights. And that's not what Skarbrand does. You know, like I say, he was losing in a one-on-one battle with a Savage Orc Lord, which would have had to have been like a Savage Orc Shaman. So level 6 Skarbrand in a one-on-one battle with a Savage Orc Shaman, a level 1 Savage Orc Shaman, was losing. What? So as much as I really like Skarbrand, because I like Bloodthirsters, I think Bloodthirsters are a very cool unit, and Skarbrand is like the ultimate Bloodthirster. And I actually like his starting location, and I like the abilities that he gives or that he does. I just really question, like, why would you ever play?
My purpose is kept. The mortal world cannot contain.
Even his starting army configuration is crappier than the other two lords. Why would you ever play Skarbrand? He gets less units. Look,
Slaughter and butchery. Skarbrand crave.
2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7.
Cannot contain me.
So his starting army is worse. He's a worse lord, and all of his abilities are worse. Why would you ever play him? That's sad. That's really sad. They really need to rethink what they're doing there. He should either start with like a Soul Grinder or a Bloodthirster, since those are the units that he buffs. And I don't know what they've done to Bloodletters, but Bloodletters are just... Let me take a look at Exalted Bloodletters.
Slaughter and butchery are my goals.
Spell resistance, 35%. Yeah, so Exalted Bloodletters are just way, way better. I mean, don't get me wrong, Exalted Bloodletters should be better. But why do Exalted Bloodletters have 20% physical resistance and normal Bloodletters have 10? Like, the physical resistance shouldn't change. The main stat line should. Like, it makes sense that Exalted Bloodletters have way more melee attack. 42 melee attack, but do they have... Yeah, okay, they even have more than... Well, those aren't chosen. I was looking for chosen. I thought those were chosen, but they're not. But they have more than Chaos Warriors. Chosen might be better than them. I mean, they're right up there with Skull Crushers. Skull Crushers are a high tier unit.
My purpose is
But they shouldn't have... Plus 20%? What is going on? That's super weird.
For the blood god.
What? I am absolutely positive that we looked at this the other day. And it was 10%. I'm positive that we were in a battle and we looked at the physical resistance on Bloodletters and it was 10%. Because I was commenting that Savage Orcs were 25 and these were only 10. How very, very strange. Well, now I need to know. Now I actually do need to start a new campaign. I'm not watching chat. terrible. Gosh, I'm really bad at this whole streaming thing. I will try to do better. Now I need to know. Now, because there's been like a couple of hot fixes. Well, probably one since we last played Skarbrand, because that was only on like Thursday, I think. I meant to play more this weekend, and I got busy. Sorry. I get busy with real life stuff. But I had intended to stream more this weekend, so I apologize for that. Or I should say last weekend, not this weekend. Alright, I'm really curious about a few things here. I am absolutely positive that our bloodletters only had 10% physical resistance.
Drown this land in a tide of blood. Corn commands it.
We're not going to read all this stuff again.
Skarbrand.
Why does that keep disappearing? It says 20%. What about him? 20% is what it says. That's what it says. Does physical resistance go down as you get tired?
Skarbrand, slave to cold.
Okay, so I 100% can't build that. Forsaken and corn gores. I mean, corn gores are reasonably good, but they're not. Did I go for skulls? I think I went for skulls. So we're gonna do growth this time. And then we're going to try this fight again. Because last time they absolutely trashed us. And the other thing that I want to see is I feel like my bloodletters are getting tired and then exhausted super fast. And I don't understand that either.
Warriors of corn, slaves to darkness. A wrathful reaper.
So see how all of these like move, spread out and whatnot as they're moving? That shouldn't be how that happens. These units should be moving in formation.
Chaos Warriors.
Melee attack 50.
Blood for the Blood Gods.
Yeah, so like the human troops are just way, way, way better. That's really upsetting to me.
Our duty obeyed.
Because I don't think they should be. Like, I don't mind the human troops having an advantage. The advantage of the human troops is that they have way more armor. But the demons ought to be...
I must. Insufficient slaughter here. Most brutal bloodthirster. My duty for the dark gods. The exiled one. Decapitate them. The drinker of blood.
Okay, so let's take a look at... Okay, so right off I want to see... Are these guys tired already? Okay, so where are they fighting? They're fighting by themselves. Okay, so by the health bar they're winning. But they are... Exposed flank. I don't see why their flank is exposed. There's nothing flanking them. Okay, so I wanted to see if these guys were getting tired already, and it doesn't look like they're getting tired. So that's good. Now let's compare these guys. 85 and 50. Versus 75 and 59. 440, 683. So Skarbrand should 100% be just smashing this guy.
Chaos Warriors! Destroy them! Yes!
Okay, that went way better. We fought it much better. They actually took a lot of damage.
Chaos Warriors of God.
So now they're tired. Well, they're winded. They're not tired, but But, you know, again, that kind of makes me wonder, why would you ever use bloodletters? Like, they would make sense if you were playing Skulltaker, because again, he buffs them. The frenzy that the Warriors of Chaos get, they would also get, because that's what Skulltaker does. He gives them frenzy. So this hotfix that went in,
The acquisition of lands is the
hotfix that went in had nothing to do.
A tool of corn.
Had nothing to do with corn and had nothing to do with units. But I am 100% certain that we saw bloodletters with 10% physical resistance.
My blood fury was unstoppable.
Which does not make any sense at all. What are we going to do for... Yeah, we want to do that. Yeah, I do 100% want that first. I definitely want higher recruit rank as fast as I can get it.
So many skulls for the
So now my memory is just bad enough that now I'm like, I'm not sure if I believe myself that we saw 10% physical resistance on bloodletters, but even if it's 20 instead of 10, I question why you would ever use bloodletters. They have less melee attack, which is super strange. What about melee defense? 39. 26.
Chaos Warriors.
Yeah, their entire stat line is crappier.
Warriors of Corn!
Ah. Chaos Warriors are not armor piercing. So that's... And they're not anti-infantry. So there is that. And they don't do magical damage. So if you were fighting other demon factions, then there would certainly be an advantage.
Chaos Warriors of Corn!
To using bloodletters, because magical damage bypasses physical resistance. So if you were fighting other daemons, then there would be an argument, or it would make a lot of sense in that regard. But overall, it seems to me that the Warriors of Chaos are far superior to the Bloodletters, which seems very strange to me, because Bloodletters are in essence what Chaos Warriors are aspiring to. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a worshiper of Khorne, it's like one of your fantasies to earn his favor, to either become like a Daemon Prince or to become like an actual Daemon of Khorne. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to like earn that immortality to become not just a follower, but like, I'm not saying for everybody, but I'm just saying, you know, like a Chaos Warrior aspires to be more Khorne-like, more like a Daemon of Khorne, and yet And yet, in this game, the Warriors of Chaos are far superior in just every way, which is so strange.
Ruin. We go in fury. Skarbrand. Oh! David proceeds. Blood, skulls, slaughter. Conquest. Move out. Horns command. Fury leads us on. My bloody delirium. Ecstasy. Warpator! Get away! Cocoon! Yes! Army of the Dark Gods! Skarbrand! On your feet!
Yeah, he's not doing like any impact damage. Like he's doing like no damage to these.
Now then, barbarians! Let rebel! Will mutilate! Chaos Warriors! Chaos Warriors! The Exiled One! Raid! Slaughter! Most brutal bloodthirster!
I feel like I took way less damage in both of those fights. We will crush their resolve. Skarbrand! Wrath incarnate! We honor Korn this day. The Blood Legion has prevailed. Obey only me, Blood Horde. Okay, so I can't recruit. I can't recruit, excuse me, Chaos Warriors right now at all, which which pretty much makes sense.
Yes, glorious slaughter. It fuels rage.
Just deciding what to do here. And something else too. So this is clearly global recruitment. And it's one turn right now. Why is it one turn right now? Because I don't believe it should be.
We honor Korn this day. In Karneth's name.
Okay, sorry, I was thinking. I keep thinking about doing something, and then I realize I can't or shouldn't do what I'm thinking.
Serve Korn or suffer. Are they worthy of Korn?
Interesting. Gonna hang on to all of those for the moment.
The Blood Legion has prevailed.
So I think the main thing that Skarbrand buffs himself, just by himself, I mean, other than Bloodthirsters and the big crabby machines, which I can't think of the name of right now.
Blood God's blessing! The harbinger of very well served.
Do I have to fight this manually to make sure that I don't take... I think I do, sadly, to make sure that I don't take massive casualties. I think if I auto-resolve that, I think I take significant damage, which is silly.
Chaos Warriors! Skarbrand, the wrathful reaper. March for corn. Move out, we make claim. Insufficient slaughter here. I must. Hellblade burns. For corn. Violence as hysteria. Corn smile. Warriors of corn! They die! Take skulls! Annihilate them! Followers of chaos! For destruction! Horns command!
There we go. That's better. That was much better. I think flesh hounds are a really... Oh, excuse me, sorry. Are a really cool unit. I don't really know exactly why I think that, because in reality they're actually pretty disgusting, but I've just always thought of them as very cool, like the Hounds of Corn. Nobody else really has that. Like there's wolf rats for Skaven and whatnot, but none of the other demons have like a hound unit that isn't just like Chaos Warhounds. It's clearly, something different and an actual like unit of theirs.
Raise it all! Leave nothing to chance! Skarbrand! Wrath incarnate!
Okay, brutal charge, and then what did I get? Replenishes campaign movement range. Okay. Okay, alright. And the magic items have all gone to him.
Glory to the Blood God! So many skulls for the taking. My blood fury was unstoppable! Glory to the Blood God!
No, I need to hold off on my money. That's interesting that he's over there. Very interesting. Okay, I'm actually just gonna skip everything. There's a There's a method to my madness here. And it is madness, believe me. I still think that's very sad. It's very sad that Skarbrand is now like the worst lord in the Khorne faction. That's really a bummer. Even in multiplayer, you know, I watch a little bit of multiplayer, and he's not good in multiplayer either. So, okay, so we're going to take this right away too, because we want that 5% chance to auto-populate stuff. And then we're going to move to here. Still one turn, interestingly enough. Then we're going to call this manifestation. And the reason we're going to do that is because I don't want to lose rage over the end turn.
I hunger for battle!
Close victory. So now here's another really good example. So that lord has 77 melee attack. Oh, I guess our Blood Reaper does actually have really high melee attack. Okay, alright, okay. I'm getting all... I'm getting all bent out of shape over. I'm sure that I saw 10% physical resistance though. But they did do a hotfix. So here's the interesting, the hotfix had like nothing to do with fixing anything about Khorne. It didn't even have anything to do with about fixing like unit statistics. But here's the interesting thing is
Northern barbarian!
whether it's hot fixes or whether it is patches, they will sometimes
Skarbrand! Blood for the blood god! Skull for skull throw! Search for Khorne! A strong plan! I must! Glory leads us on! The Exiled One! Chaos Warriors! My duty! Follow!
Okay, so Skarbrand is winning. What I want is I want that guy dead super fast. So we're going to try and get him from behind with our hero as well.
Chaos Warriors of Khorne!
Okay, so we've done a great job. Alright, so he's dead. they're disintegrating. Alright. That's how that should have gone, but now I'm like, after our last game, I'm like very baffled and befuddled about like the performance of our units last game. So anyway, what I was trying to say, what the heck was I saying? Darn it, I had it and then I lost it. Oh yeah, so if you think of the unit statistics as just a huge database, most games will keep like multiple copies of that database because not only do you have to have like the current live games database of statistics, you probably need like a test database for testing, because you don't test new game features and new game units and revisions and changes and updates and new things that you're adding to the game. You don't test that on your live server, obviously. So you would have like a live database that's the actual live game, and then you would have like a test database, and then you could potentially, very likely, have even like 2 or 3 more copies of the database. You know, there might be like an in development database as well as a test database. There might be like a troubleshooting database in addition to those. Long story short, there's almost assuredly multiple revisions of the database in existence, and that database again would be all the unit statistics. And so I'm fairly sure, I'm reasonably sure what happens is that as they are patching, they put in so let's say, so like the hotfix. The hotfix had nothing to do with anything I'm talking about. But sometimes I think what happens is they patch with the wrong version of the database, and then, you know, the next patch or hotfix, they end up putting in the correct version of the database, I think is what happens. And that's okay, because that's perfectly normal. But that's how you suddenly get bloodletters with 10% physical resistance, which I'm still sure, I'm positive, gonna sneeze. Which I'm still, like, I'm sure I saw that, and yet I'm questioning my own memory. I am absolutely positive, because I remember going on the rant about how do Savage Orcs have 25 when we only have 10. Well, now this is a real problem. So apparently I've taken too long to get over here, and now I don't know. I don't know if I can win this fight. He's managed to get reinforcements down here, which is stupendously upsetting.
Never!
So we're going to be outnumbered 19 to 13 because of the garrison. If he just had like a couple units less, I'm pretty sure we could win this. Oh, I'm in the wrong stance. That's what's wrong. Well, I can auto-resolve it for Pyrrhic victory, but that would... we would take massive damage. The question is, can I actually do any better? So they are anti-infantry, and they are not infantry. Okay, so that might be... the dogs might be the counter to the cavalry, interestingly enough. Melee attack 26, defense 20. Yeah, the dogs actually should do very well against them. So I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm like positive that I looked at bloodletters and they only had 10% physical resistance. And I also feel like we are doing way better this time around. Now I'm fighting better, and I'm manually doing way more fights than we did last time. So one would expect to perform better.
Yes.
But I have a sneaking suspicion
Yes.
that a wrong version of the database got put into circulation. Oh, that could be an interesting choke point to kind of put them right there, or even, no, don't want to fight back there. See what trouble we can cause by just diving Skarbrand right in.
Axes must feed. Darkness, cold. Glory leads us on. March for corn. Decapitate her. My bloody delirium. Ecstasy.
Good rear charge there, or side charge. Okay, so there's like one unit picked off. This is what I hate, is these guys sitting back here like this for no real reason. I know I'm taking forever to do this fight. I'm being like super tentative.
Blood for the blood god. Waken of command.
Trying to use the terrain to my advantage.
Chaos warriors of corn.
Now all I need is the Sword of Corn universal ability. No, don't run away. Don't run away.
Hordes of chaos.
Skarbrando's getting shot to death.
Demands movement. Glory leads us all. Search for God. Visit destruction. Axes must feed. For destruction. Skarbrand.
Huh. That's weird. Why are they...
More tasks. Careful.
Taking a lot of damage for having not really fought a lot yet.
Warriors of God. Done. Rage and fury. For corn. Ox for corn. Decapitate them.
Oh my goodness, would you please? Wow. Skarbrand's just getting smashed by arrows of all things. I almost might have been better off to auto-resolve that. I thought I was doing great with the... No, would you please attack the targets you've been told to attack? Don't turn around and attack the stuff behind you. Attack the target you've been put on. Man, don't know why the game works this way. So frustrating. I might have been better off with the auto-resolve. Sitting there asleep, zetted out, not attacking what he was explicitly told to attack. Look at that. Why is that unit doing that when they've been told to attack? Wow, apparently I should have just auto-resolved. You're not attacking after you've been told explicitly to attack. Huh. I didn't think I did that badly, but like we picked off 2 or 3 units. Maybe I should have dove and gone after the Lord first. Possibly his spells are what were nuking us, because I wasn't really paying attention to them. And how is this not over? Click, 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 click. You know, it'd be nice if you just actually obeyed the first click instead of having to do it 20 times. And now wow, now they're all... Oh, those were big uns. I should not have put dogs on big uns. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. That was my own fault. That was my own fault. Wow, that went terrible. Man, I thought I was doing okay there, and then just... And then just half my army died.
We will crush their resolve.
Of 8 victories.
Skarbrand!
Huh. Still kind of just thrown as to how that... I mean, I wasn't watching his spells, so that's almost assuredly what happened, is he must have been bombing me with spells. I probably should have dove Skarbrand into the back line. And tried to take out his lord early on.
Praise God! Terrorize them into submission.
Because now I've taken like massive damage. It's still way better than... There's still... Huh. Still one turn. Interesting.
The Blood Legion has prevailed. Wait! Horn commands it. Murder!
Now, what do I do? Do I...
Yes, glorious slaughter.
Do I merge a couple of these?
More chattel for Corn's horde. We honor Corn this day.
Sorry about that, just had to cough quick. I don't know if I should merge some of those damaged units, or if I should just try and wait for them to heal.
I saw the damnation.
unlock an unholy manifestation. Okay.
The harbinger of doom. Very well. Obey the Lord of Murder. Tear them up. Pray to die. Blood!
I want to make sure that I retreat in this direction.
Chaos.
I know I'm fighting all of these manually, but it's just, you know, the auto-resolve is just whack. It's just whack. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to do something. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Gosh darn it. Sorry. Why am I... Ugh. I forgot to change the name of the stream. That's probably why people are coming in and leaving. It says it's Ogre Kingdoms, and it's very clearly not Ogre Kingdoms. Very sorry about that, people watching. So what I meant to do is I meant to turn on this blood host power.
I feel the slaughter. Skarbrand.
Totally sorry, forgot to rename the stream. Bad streamer. I don't know how many people came into the channel hoping it was Golgfag and the Ogres. Sorry about that. Oh. One day I will figure out how to be a decent streamer. But that day is not today. So I had to have, if I was going to use that power, I had to have it turned on before we attacked the settlement, because if I'm going to make a blood host, that decision's going to be at the end of the battle, right? I can't do the battle. I can't do the battle and stop and like save or pause and then activate the power.
Skarbrand. Chaos Warriors. Blood, skulls, slaughter! I must battle hungry!
Why is that going around there? That's so stupid. No, whatever. Whatever.
It serves chaos. Skarbrand. March for corn. Find battle. March. Insufficient slaughter here. On your feet, seek out slaughter. March for corn. Corn demands movement. Yes. Take those. Murder for corn. Yes. Fury in corporeal form. Warriors of corn! Army of the Dark Gods! Skarbrand! Fury leads us all! Move out! Airmen! Demon proceeds! I go! For corn!
Just trying to minimize damage on my most hurt units. That's what I was attempting to do there. Oh, good grief, Sorry for all the, morning yawning and stretching noises. Still wondering if I should just merge a bunch of units. Should I just merge them? Because our replenishment rate is nothing to write home about. It's going to take forever for those units to replenish. Ooh, the Pigeon Plucker gives armor and melee defense now? So it's no longer virtually useless? That's nice to know. Still one turn. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna get that corn corruption going. Or should I? Where is... So that activates Relentless Rage. Blade of Corn. You have to have... Okay, so you have to have that, and that in order to unlock the Blade of Corn. Interesting. Interesting, but I almost always do a bunch of this stuff first. I especially tend to focus on buffing the blood hosts. All of these buff the blood host and add like more units to it. Oh no, it actually doesn't. So that adds... Oh, because there's another... Oh, wow, I am not watching... I didn't realize there was a whole other column. What am I doing? Yeah, so I was looking at this one. This adds 2 flesh hounds. That adds a bloodletter of corn. That changes all of your bloodletters to exalted bloodletters. That puts a soul grinder in it. And that puts a bloodthirster in it. So this whole column just adds more units to your blood hosts and upgrades your bloodletters to exalted bloodletters. So if you're going to use a lot of blood hosts, this is a pretty important column. So I tend to finish it first because it just buffs like all of your blood hosts with more units. A lot more units. So like if we had all of those buffs, we would have 2 more flesh hounds in here. We would have another bloodletter. All of these bloodletters would be exalted bloodletters. We would have a soul grinder and a bloodthirster on top of everything that's already here.
If it means blood. Blood for the blood god. Skulls. Very well. Must sate fury. Herald. Slaughter. Slaughter. Demons, go further! I obey! Enjoy last moments of life.
So just out of curiosity, I'm going to quick save that. And what I want to see is if we auto-resolve this, because this should be... I mean, we way outnumber them. This should be like knock it out of the park. So we've got 49, 49, 49, 48, 45. Yeah, so that killed like 10 people off of almost every unit. Which is ridiculous. In the Skaven world, not unlike our own, the strongest eats the best portion, and every other rat plots to take that place for himself. Emily Mayer, Priestess of Verena. So Skarbrand's keeping his health up reasonably well, so that's good.
Our blood boils! The Exiled One!
Just waiting for our reinforcements to come on, and you know, this is one of those places where the auto resolve doesn't play how the actual player would play. Like, there's no, if you have any intelligence whatsoever, it's not like you're going to throw our starting army into the fray.
Chaos Warriors! Hunting souls!
Okay, 1 second. We're gonna... No, I said join group 3. Man, why can't you guys just do what you're asked? You know what, I should just put him in that group and then they can be in their own group. And are those Savage Orc War Boys? So they're anti-infantry, right. Okay, so we're good, we're good. Oh, but I did actually force march them, so that makes sense. Okay, so they're, yeah, alright, okay, alright, okay.
We go in fury for his glory. God's chosen. Skarbrand, rampaging forth. Yes. Hellblade burns. Taunts decree. Advancing. Done for charming. Massacre shall not end. I march, I go.
Okay, so I'll just pause this for a second.
Warriors of Korn, on tireless foot. Chaos Warriors, conquest!
I swear that I am clicking the right buttons, and the game just absolutely ignores me. Alright, that was pretty minimal damage, and it was pretty much all taken on the Blood Host, which I didn't want the Blood Host getting shredded, but it's better for them to take a little bit of damage, rather than our main force to take like all of it. I'm out of coffee. What do I do? I just need I need an intravenous drip of caffeine just plugged right into me. A banner of swiftness. I wonder if I can put that on Skarbrand. And if you put it on Skarbrand, does he become ridiculously fast and maneuverable? And a whaling banner. Interesting. Interesting.
Glory, styles, slaughter.
So now the interesting question is, I wish it had a count here. I wish it told me, because I've won 7. It doesn't count the ones I won that I won before the battle actually. Sorry, before the quest triggered.
Slaughter!
That's not what I want. When do I get 12 turns until this comes back? That is a long time, boys and girls.
Skulls for the taking. The Master sends us troops. March to war. The Axe-Father asks it. Skarbrand, slave to Korn.
I usually go 2 and 2 and then Foe Seeker, but I'm gonna get the rest of Slaughter, and then we will figure out what else we're gonna do. Still 1 turn. Interesting. So there's a bunch of stuff that's not happening the way it happened last time. Which, I mean, from a campaign development perspective, that is what you expect. But from a how the game operates perspective, that is not what you would expect. The mechanics of the game shouldn't change from campaign to campaign. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
My lord, a rival power desires a change in your mutual relations.
I would, actually, like to be allied with you. Well, non-aggression for the moment. Ooh, free skulls. Yeah, baby.
God's chosen. I crave bloodshed.
Now, are we gonna have to fight this manually again? Okay, so let's... His speed is 80. And now it's 104. So that not only changes... Oh, it is... Not only changes his speed, but he's supposed to accelerate and decelerate much, much faster. And what does Strider do? I don't remember what Strider does. We will have to check that out in another screen or something. Now again, I would prefer to just auto-resolve this. But if we do, we will take way more damage than we should. Just way more damage than we really should. Like, you shouldn't take, like, any damage in that auto-resolve. Or at least, no significant damage. Let's put it that way. What is it the turn calls Skarbrand? Marlon Skarbrando? That always makes me laugh.
Chaos warriors. Most brutal bloodthirster.
Same idea. We'll let, excuse me, we'll let all of our reinforcements come on first before we engage. And because we're attacking and he's on the defensive, he is just standing there waiting for us. We'll put it back on normal speed for a bit.
Drinker of blood. My bloody delirium. Ecstasy.
So I'm gonna guess we suffered 3 losses. That's my guess. 2. So not... Sorry. That is exactly how that combat should go. Take their gold, burn their homes, kill their families, and enslave their souls. Show them no mercy. Malekith, the Witch King of Nagaroth. Ooh, I wish that. I wish that gave replenishment like this does and this does.
The Skarbrand requires more.
Interesting. Interesting.
Corn triumphs. Enemy slaughtered. Wait. Corn commands it. Herald of Corn. We march. My blood fury was unstoppable. Skarbrand, the drinker of blood.
Melee attack 56.
Grave bloodshed. Spells.
Should I flip that around then? Because technically he has higher melee attack, so it would affect him less to lose.
Blood for the blood god. Nothing slow you. First, praise Corn. Corn! Glory to the blood god. Seek victims! The drinker of blood. Corn's chosen. So much murder! Rejoice! You better serve the Skull Throne.
Gonna activate that one.
Unending.
Wow. Mission issued. Send 8,000. Okay. I don't think we're there yet.
Slaughter!
This is risky, but I am going to... I don't think these two can reach next turn. So I'm gonna go as far as I can go to make sure that I can reach. Okay, so we put, oh, it's a talisman? Yep, well, that's still, so we put the bloody shackle on you, and we put that on you. Do we have any? Sure, we'll put that. We'll put that on Skarbrand, but I think almost all of our units cause fear and terror, so, or terror.
Skulls for the skullful.
Demonic causes fear, but not terror. Skarbrand causes terror, though. Well, supposedly, anyway. Supposedly. I haven't seen a single thing flee from him during this entire game so far. So,
destroy!
I'm not sure if I believe that, but
My King's command! I feel nothing but fury. Stomp onward. You did not. Slaughter.
yeah, see, they took man, I should have saved that. They took way more damage than they ever should have there.
Serve corn.
I am doing a lot more sacking this time around. Which I think is probably a good thing.
Portal has opened. Corn triumphs. Enemy slaughtered. Rest. Rest. Worship. The harbinger of doom.
Something that I wish you could do. I'm very surprised that none of these have populated yet. We've got a 10% chance per turn. And I also apparently have not earned 2 population. Growth rate must be insanely small.
Rejoice.
I knew I was going to take...
Court demands I bathe in your
Unwashed marathon back bacon? Not sure what the BKABN is. Peace treaty, no. But thank you for that information.
weaklings. I lust for your murder.
Banner of Hellfire. Ooh. That's huge. That's huge. We definitely want the Banner of Hellfire, so we have to recruit 30 units in order to get that. Okay, we're going to grab Hounds of War, then we'll probably grab War Leaders.
Further the Skull Throne's cause.
We are still not auto-populating any of the places that we should be auto-populating.
Only death awaits you here, fool. I'll do
I didn't realize we had 25k all of a sudden somehow. Alright, 1 second, I'll be right back. Oh, just as I get like 4 viewers, according to... Well, then I won't be right back. I'll just have to hold it. If you know what I mean. Twitch says my bitrate's not good. OBS says it's great, though. Good morning to those that might be here and watching. Or might not be. Said I had 4 viewers for a second. Now they're gone. One of you, at least one of you is still here. At least one person is still here. That's really all I ask for. Same idea. We're just gonna park and wait for our reinforcements for the moment. Because I just do not want to take any chances, basically, at all. Just trying to watch my units as well, because it just, if any of them start flashing, that means they're taking damage. No, I might as well wait for... I might as well wait for everything to get here. There's not really any sense in getting ahead of myself and diving in just because the reinforcements are on the map. I might as well wait until they actually get to me. Boy, they sure are slow though, I'm not gonna lie. No, you weren't. You were not put in a separate group. Sure weren't.
Exile, revolt. Think of the harvest, the skulls. Lesser for slaughter. Slaughter and carnage hunger. For the dark gods!
Yeah, so you guys can get right on him, like, right away.
The massacre shall not end!
Okay, this time they're totally smashing.
It is ours! Chaos warriors! Striking further! Warriors attack! Focus on the fury!
I guess I can pop this heal now, just to make sure he's at full power! There we go. Quick and simple. 3 losses, 3 losses. The doggos didn't get to kill anything. Actually, other than Skarbrand, almost nothing got to kill anything. Luggin' 9 fingers. Luggin'. Does that mean he's lugging 9 fingers? Lugging 9 fingers? And we are actually going to occupy this. Yeah, and that is a perfectly fine.
My corn's command.
Do I grab thick skin, because he is kind of susceptible to missile damage. No, we get the fueled by rage first. That's gotta be like the priority. What do we get at level 13 unlocks?
Skulls, slaughter.
Yeah, so we can.
So much murder.
We'll go ahead and max out his army so he's got a full 20 stack. I mean, we could even.
Corn triumphs. Enemy slaughtered.
Yeah, maybe I'll go that way, and then we could even technically merge a couple of these and pull in like another bloodletter, and then we would be at more or less full strength. Because most of these are going to heal pretty close to full. Or we could merge like that, and then we could merge that, and then bring in another. Yeah, and then we are we are full 20 stack at almost full power. Something a little funny, fishy is going on though, because none of these have auto settled, and we're running. Yeah, so we've got a 25% chance, and not one of them has automatically populated yet. Very strange. Very, very strange.
Herald of Corn. Parade Corn's banners.
Okay, what's activated?
So much murder.
Oh, yeah, we will absolutely pop that. And I will be right back. 1 second.
Triumphs. Enemy slaughtered.
Alright, okay, sorry about that. So yeah, that's getting settled, and I think we will actually go with a mortal place there, because we are going to want... Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, in some regards, it doesn't matter if the... We're going to want a cultist. I'm going to want a cultist. And we can't build a cultist unless we are... Because if you go with a dimensional tear instead of a soul keep, it locks this and it opens this. Oh, but. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Don't mind me.
Wrath incarnate. Glory, skulls, slaughter.
Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, alright. Gosh, I'm not very smart. Just in case you were wondering, I'm a moron. Just so that we're all, perfectly clear on that.
Test my endless rage.
Malagor wants... No, I don't think so. As I have commented before, he sort of ends up being absolutely useless as an ally. He does almost nothing. He won't push out. Nurgle is ascendant.
Lord, we have brokered an alliance with your brothers. They lie in wait as the enemy approach the brazen altar. All it requires is your attendance.
Skarbrand can't reach. So if I attack without Skarbrand, he will go down. He will go down a peg. So Malagor, man, it looks like he actually has nuked that. But in my experience, allying with Malagor is just a complete waste of time, because what'll happen is he either just sits idle in sunken Karnak doing nothing, or in this swampy area doing nothing, or if he does push out, then as he raises places and makes a new blood ground, it just makes it so that you can't settle those places because you're locked out of them because it's a Beastman blood ground. So it's very counterproductive just in general to be allied with him at all.
Sacred Executioner!
So I mean, what I could do is I could just declare war on him and go smash him, and that might be what we do. Who are you at war with?
Listen to quick, yes. I have the best words.
Crooked Moon. don't really need the money. I mostly just want to be increasing my standing with Queek. That is mostly what I am after there.
Blood for the blood god! Malagonesk! Dousy!
Yeah, so see, he hasn't even finished off the Sires of Morcane yet.
I crave bloodshed. I'll drink their blood. Praise God! War! Terrorize them into submission. The drinker of blood. Blood! So many skulls for the taking. Slaughter!
Blood hosts take so much damage. Yeah, I want those 2K skulls. I want those 2K skulls. I do. I do.
Murder! Wait! Horn commands it. My blood fury was unstoppable! Blood for the blood god! It is the only way!
Suitable. We are doing much better this time. I know I'm playing better as well, but so far the whole kind of campaign is just playing out way better. Weird plate? Interesting.
God's chosen.
Oh, not you.
Derp. Wrath incarnate. God grants me power.
Did I finish off? And I can't believe how slow. I'm up to 30% chance for these to get populated, and they're not doing it. Oh, is that the vampires? I think that is the vampires, interestingly enough.
It fuels rage. Blood for...
I don't really want to fight every single one of these. 60, 82, 89, 65. Yeah, see, we're still taking way too much damage in these auto-resolves.
We have rights to perform. Blood! Bathing fury, be renewed!
But now I've left myself kind of stranded. What? Who or what do I attack next?
Lands to burn. Glory to the Blood God. Scourge all mortal life. March faster, faster. My blood fury was unstoppable! Scourge all mortal life. Stomp onward! Courts held!
Way fewer units than the other one, but that's partially because I didn't have, like, the special ability active for this. But quality of units, generally speaking, is way better on that army.
So many skulls for the taking.
Forgot that I left my phone off.
We hunt! Always hunt!
Okay, we're gonna... Wow, that's taking a long time to boot up.
Core instructs. I obey.
Did I just save it? I think I just saved it, didn't I? I did.
Slaughter! Khan's edict! Demon, white, unstoppable legion! Wrath incarnate! Praise Khan, Lord of Murder!
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I lost it, but not by a lot. Not by a lot. Interesting. So we could almost fight that. So that's kind of cheating on my part.
We have to ready. Go! Demons, go further! Later,
Because now I know where he is. Oh, he has a giant. Well, still, but the giant, I should just smash that giant with Skarbrand. Alright, well, we will pick it up here next time. But now I know. I'm gonna go make some breakfast and do some work. But now we know exactly where Malagor is hiding. I kind of feel bad about that. That's pretty cheesy that I just accidentally. I mean, it was totally by accident, but it's hilarious that I accidentally scouted Malagor by doing that. I wasn't intending to continue. The game is saved. I was going to call it a day, but I was just moving to see where I would end up. I actually thought this would be unoccupied, and so I was just going to settle it and then call it a day. And then I just wanted to see, when I couldn't settle it, I just wanted to see how close Skarbrand could get. And then he ends up falling on top of Malagor. Oh, that's hilarious. But we will, anyway, have a great day. Happy Monday. Happy start to a new week. And I will talk to you soon.